We got everything we need right here. Wine and burning chemistry. You and me alone. You and me alone. Inside of our embassy. Everything we need's right here. Make me sing along. Sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got everything, everything we Moonlight on your naked skin, summer's blind us to giving. Where you wanna go, where you wanna go. Stars align onto your face, pretty sweet your sour taste. Make me sing along, sing along. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. I never thought I'd ever be stuck by you. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got everything, everything we Sharing all your deepest dreams, wonder what they really mean, yeah. In the empty valley lies all the answers. Write down all your memories, feel the things you wanna feel, yeah. In the empty valley lies all the answers. Oh, watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. We got everything we need, right? Watch me dancing in the colors, lightning, blowing up a thunder, wash it over me. Yeah, we got everything we need right here. We got everything, everything we
Hello, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. How are we? I'm not going to lie to you guys and dolls. I've been having major connectivity issues. So we're going to see how today goes. But if the connection is a bit funny, I do apologize. But I hope everybody is well. Please remember to thumbs up and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Hello, Gwendolyn, Ethan's husband. Hi. Annie, hi. Hi, Lane. Sorry it's a little bit earlier today, but I do have quite a bit to get done in the evening. I have a project that I'm working on at the moment, which I'll hopefully share with you in a couple months, but it's going to be taking up quite a lot of my time. So podcasts might be a little bit all over the place because it's really just going to depend on my schedule the next few months. Thank you everyone for coming. Hello, Polena. Hello, Sarah. Rock on. Annie, hello. Denise, hello. Hello, Rosa. Kennetha. Hi, Susie Q. Norma. Emma, I see is here. Church Nelly. What's up? What's up? Hello, Lydia. Lydia said hi to all the people. Alrighty, so I do want to make oh, hello Matty Rambo. I do want to make today a relatively short one, just a quick I guess morning start or afternoon lunch break, depending on where you are. But yeah, nothing like majorly new to go through, but just some interesting tidbits here and there. So I guess we can start with, let's see, what shall we start with? Okay, we'll get the little things out of the way. The Queen was seen recently. She has been meeting people, looking quite frighteningly frail. I really just don't see at this point why she doesn't just rest. But yeah, because everybody keeps asking, where is she? Where is she? Well, here she is. So she has been out and about. It was the Commonwealth service, and I didn't watch it, obviously, but a lot of people did bring up the fact that this happened again, and we keep seeing this. You know, people. Here's my thing about this, and constantly having people of color around them now. It's the fact that it's never something they really did before. It's the fact that neither Kate or William has come out and explicitly said anything about Meghan's treatment, about Archie's treatment, and yet they continue at every opportunity, every photo op they get to surround themselves with people of color and use us as props. Okay, I'm seeing comments about the young black lady, the black girl who was sorely mistreated in school. If you guys haven't seen it, kind of doing social media rounds, there was an incident at a school here in the UK, and a 15-year-old black girl was strip searched by the police while she was still on her period, and they claimed that they had smelt weed on her, but regardless, the treatment that she received was just so overtly heavy-handed. If you actually read the case in detail, it's very, very disturbing. This happened back in 2020. And I mean, to be honest, I'm just lost for words. It's really, I read about it yesterday, and it's really disturbed me that a young black girl would be treated this way, that any young person would be treated this way, but the heavy-handedness in which they treated her. And there's studies on this about how black children and black girls are adultized. And another thing that actually came to my mind, and I'm surprised that there was not one person, not one teacher, not one person involved in safeguarding, and no one involved in the police, is that young vulnerable children. Sorry, let's just assume that she did have something on her. Young vulnerable children are often used as drug mules. So they didn't even stop to think that this young lady could actually be a victim. They just treated her like a criminal, an adult criminal who's already going to jail. It's truly, truly disturbing, and it just speaks to the treatment. And when I see pictures like this of the Unroyal Mafia using black people as props, but not doing any type of community engagement or speaking upon some of these issues where people of color, where black people are treated like this, that just makes me even more mad. So yeah, that was about that incident. For those of you who are bringing that up, thank you so much, Bertha, for the super sticker. Happy Wednesday, darling. Thank you so much. Yes, 98 champions. I'm sick and tired of it as well. It's like, stop using people as props, but then not doing anything to actually engage in communities or better communities. Annie, Queenie won't relinquish the throne. She doesn't want Archie or Lily to be prince or princess. I mean, does that? I don't know how lioness succession works, so I can't really comment on that. But it seems like she really does not want to go. She wants to be out and about until the very last breath, or at least the courtiers and vipers do. I don't know. Yeah, Carolyn, they need to just put her on a wheelchair. It's really ableist the way they keep talking about the wheelchair as if it's something negative. Um, yeah, Tanya, she was violated by persons of authority, and I really hope that now that this is doing the social media rounds, that it's going to get a little bit more attention, and someone can be suspended or something can be done about it, because it's just disgusting. I did tweet one of the journalists that wrote about it and said, you know, if anybody in media can get in contact with the family, set up some kind of GoFundMe, I'll be the first to donate. I'll be the first to donate, just so this young girl knows that there are people out there who do care, and who would never treat another human being like this, because I can't imagine what that is going to do to her psychological state. Yeah, Nadine, surrounding themselves with black people, but still no acknowledgement of the harassment of Meghan and Archie. Make it make sense. Oh, hello, honesty lover. Yes, thank you so much to the almost 300 of you that are in the chat already. We are simply the best. Let's see who else. Yeah, Bertha, the Commonwealth service was barely covered, barely. That's why they had to make sure that Catherine was wearing Diana's jewels, because that was the main headline, that she was wearing Diana's jewels. Nothing of substance. Yeah, Levy, the people of color just popping up everywhere. It's very weird. Yes, and still no movement on the royal family being subject to the equity and diversity standards in employment. So that basically means, for those of you who don't know, that they can't be sued for things like racism, sexism. Let's see. Yeah, Church Nelly, the young girl was under 18. She was 15. It's a child. Really, really just, it's awful. Yeah, thoroughly disappointed in the police, but not surprised. Absolutely no one at any point said, this is disgusting. Nobody thought to call her parents. I mean, anyway. Denise, can they sue the police in Britain? We have lawsuit winners here. Yeah, you can. You can sue the police. There is process for this. But you can imagine, for someone going through it and their families, it's very traumatizing. Thank you so much, Carol Lund. Thank you for your super sticker. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. That was that. Yeah, Dr. Shola being attacked by the I'm trying to think of a no, I cannot think of a nice word. The fool. I wouldn't say nice word. I was trying to say sensible word. Being attacked by the fool known as Piss Moron. So he tweeted disgusting race-baiting crap. One of the nastiest, most toxic pundits in Britain. The Voice should be ashamed of itself for fooling fake racism nonsense about William. William said what he said, and he said things that are very questionable a number of times. So there's nothing that Dr. Shola said that was in any way toxic or nasty. And obviously, Shola came back and said, I hurt Pierce's feelings when I rebuked him fearlessly on TV many times for his hatefulness towards Meghan Markle and racism in Britain. Fragile man baby couldn't handle heat, so he blocked me. Nastiest, most toxic pundit in Britain from piss moron means I'm doing it right. Hypocrite. Absolutely. I mean, this is the man that literally, at this moment in time, does not have a career unless Meghan Markle's name is on his lips. He literally does not have a career without Meghan Markle, and right now is hanging by a thread because that's the only way he can get hits and clicks. Nobody listens to him other than to give them validation to hate Meghan Markle. There is nothing else that he has to offer journalism or news right now. Not that he ever did, but the system propped him up. So he's going to continue to do this until he just can't do it no more. Until everybody just does what they need to do, to be honest, at this point, and just ignore him. Yeah, Church Nelly. Yes, the copycat strikes again. Yes, Ginger Lily. What Alistair God said about being pulled from her class and strip searched and not protected by the police who are supposed to look after her really pulled me at my core. It's made me really angry as well. It's made me really angry because you got to wonder, like, this is I do not believe for a second that this is normal procedure. So either if either this was just an off case where racism was a factor, or this is something that happens normally. So if it's something that happens normally, it needs to be looked at. I don't believe that children just get strip searched like that. Yes, uniquely me. He's nothing but a paid mouthpiece for the royal family. Nothing but a paid mouthpiece. Okay. Yeah, that's that. Piss Moron will have his day. Sooner or later. Oh, just quickly, on Commonwealth Day, since someone mentioned it. I mean, look at this. Someone wrote on a royal blog, love to see our faves glowing. I don't know about you, but I don't see anything glowing there. I see two people who are very unhappy. And this is despite the fact that they were given the stage for themselves. Harry and Meghan aren't there anymore. They were unhappy when Harry and Meghan were there. They're unhappy now that Harry and Meghan aren't there. You wanted the stage, you wanted all eyes on you, and all eyes are on you, and you're still not happy. I will forever love Meghan for the way she kept her composure. I mean, this was she was just a star that day. Harry was all up. Harry was all up in his feelings. I mean, look at his face. He just has a face of thunder. And Meghan just let him be all up in his feelings and just kept that straight face, that straight, graceful, classy face, and just let Harry be all up in his feelings. No, Meghan is so full of grace, and you know, she knows. This is an example of someone who knows her greatness, but doesn't have to floss it. She just is, and you know, she knows that she doesn't have to compete with these people. Yarn DL, why did it take so long to come out? Our people are looked upon as less human, but good enough. Jesus props. Stirring the all are not. Starting the we are not a racist family too early. Yeah, they're gonna keep doing this right until the nth hour because they have to try to find a way to, I think, soften up the Jamaican public. I just don't think it's gonna work. I don't think it's gonna work. Yeah, Maramba, glowing. Glowing where? Where's the glow? Please tell me where the glow is. Yes, Meghan is all that and a bag of chips and dip and extra cheese sauce with the cherry on top and waffles and chickens from Melba's. Nadine, now they are vexed. They can't hide behind Harry and Meghan. Meghan's face was like, I'm out of here, suckers. Yeah. Okay, so that was that. What was the next thing that I wanted to mention? Oh yes, this was a very, very interesting story. And I think this really highlights why it is that the the press rats will never leave Harry and Meghan, particularly Meghan, alone. And I think this also just speaks to the state of journalism now and where it's been going for a very, very long time. And that it literally is just about clickbait, it's about advertising, it's not about real hard journalism anymore. It's all about getting people all up in their emotions. So they click and share articles. And real news and real journalism is almost it's almost just disappeared. And so, sorry, I just want to grab the article. Oh dear. I had it open and it seems to have disappeared. But basically, I'm sorry, while I get the article up, I do want to read it because I do think it's quite interesting. Basically, what the article is saying is that the journalists are being treated like battery hens with page view targets, and they have to hit certain targets in order to get a certain pay and stay hired. So I do apologize. Let me just grab the article. Yeah, and so this was in the Press Gazette. Okay, so I'm going to read from the article. A senior insider at National World told Press Gazette that unlike Reach and NewsQuest, it uses publication-wide rather than individual page view targets for journalists on its titles, which include the Scotsman and the Yorkshire Post. But you can honestly apply this just to all and most news outlets nowadays. Reach last week announced that the Accelerated Personal Development Pilot Scheme, which calls on journalists to hit minimum benchmarks between 80,000 and 850,000 page views per month, depending on their role and the size of the outlet they work for, according to a document seen by Hold the Front Page. The document suggests that journalists who fall below half of their benchmark would be expected to increase monthly page views by 40% in July 2022 and by 70% by the end of the year. SEO or trend writers will be expected to generate 1.3 million page views each month within 6 months and 2 million per month within the year. Guys, okay, so I mean, I do freelance writing. You have no idea, unless you work in news, you have no idea what it takes to even get a couple thousand hits. Even just a couple thousand hits. And they're talking about SEO and trend writers, which is mostly tabloid writers, hitting 1.3 million page views. So is it any wonder why the press acts the way it does and continues on this campaign, even long after Harry and Meghan are gone? It's because they need those page views. This is talking about very particular publications, but this applies to all publications. Let me tell you, they may all have their own separate different quotas, but this applies to most publications. Sorry if you can hear the alarm. We're going to have to deal with it today because I'm downstairs. So I'm not where I am usually. But yeah, this is why they continue and why they will continue and why we need to be prepared for them to just never shut up. Sorry, I'm just honestly, lover, if there's anyone feeling sorry for the dullest of all, then that person doesn't know what it takes to be mean. She committed a crime called a royal felony, which is worthy of imprisonment. Are you talking about Catherine? So I didn't quite get that comment. Margaret, there is no integrity in journalism. They are like police with ticket quotas. Yes. Well, I believe there is still some integrity in journalism in its purest form, but not in tabloid journalism with the royal rodents. And this definitely explains why they would just continue. Although some people seem to be real quiet nowadays. Have you noticed how Camilla Tominey has gone quiet? See, this is just how annoying they are. I even notice now when they go quiet. Not that I want to hear from Camilla Tominey, but she's been very quiet recently. Okay, so that's that. And also, a bit of news coming out from the UK. Nazanin Radcliffe has been given her British passport back. She has been released. Now, she's been being held in Iran for, I think, almost 6 years. Almost 6 years. She was arrested, or the Iranian government claimed that she was trying to topple the government. They claimed that she was attempting to train. Okay, we're going to let the police car go past. Okay, sorry about that. So they claimed that she was attempting to train up and coming journalists in an attempt to basically topple the Iranian government. And as part of her release, it said that there is a £400 million loan that's being paid. Or, sorry, not a loan. It's a payment that I think was owed to the Iranian government. But there's long been a claim that her imprisonment was part of negotiations of a £400 million that to the Iranian government. So some good news coming out of the UK, and I just hope, that Boris Johnson and his administration does not take credit for this, because I think they're going to try and let him take credit for this. This has been going on for like 6 years, but it would appear that she is now on her way home. So a little bit of good news from the UK. Also out of the UK, Johnson is in Saudi Arabia. He has gone to Saudi because he is attempting to negotiate new oil deals because of the sanctions in Russia. So obviously this has caused a lot of controversy because of the weapon sales towards Saudi Arabia, the British weapon sales towards Saudi Arabia, and the damage that has done to Yemen. And you can see here a very sad picture of Yemen. So that's caused a lot of controversy, that he's gone to negotiate deals to try and get oil for the United Kingdom because of sanctions. Benjamin, this is a very good point. All you have to do is mention their name. For that alone, they deserve every penny they get. It's straight up harassment. They have to endure on a worldwide level. Yeah. It's and it fuels this tabloid machine. Alita, has Naomi Campbell done anything for the QCT, or is she just a prop? I don't know that she has done anything, to be honest. That's a very good question. I don't believe she has. J-Law, and Bono put his big mouth in it and got her more years. Really? I believe there were some failings on his part. But yeah, I don't think it should have taken as long to get her out as it has. Yeah, I think she must have gone through absolute hell. I mean, you can imagine her daughter was just born at the time, or very, very young. So it's going to take a while for her to readjust and get back into normal life. Joyce, Naomi Campbell will be bought when William and Kate go to the islands. Oh, sorry, Joyce. Something funny just happened to my computer. Naomi Campbell will be brought back when William and Kate go to the island to be their Black Shield. Is Naomi? She's not Caribbean, is she? I thought she was like. Isn't Naomi African? I don't know. I don't know if they'll bring her in for their island trip. They'll probably try and find well-known faces from the Caribbean to be their props. Charlotte, William is trying to say he gave Invictus game money. What's that about? I have no idea. I have no idea what that's about. I didn't hear about that. Yes, C-Mac, but they wanted to slaughter Meghan for Saudi gifted jewelry. I mean, can you see how they continuously just tell on themselves and how everything just comes back to them? Oh, Naomi is Jamaican. Oh, okay. Sorry, I did not know that. So yeah, maybe they will. Maybe they will. We'll see. Okay, so that's that. What? Oh yeah, so just one more funny thing that because the squad just picks up on everything. The difference in body language and behavior. You can see Harry and Meghan loving under their umbrella, Ella, and Kate just seemingly seems to have to try to keep up with William, who is just always selfish with his umbrella and has been, it appears, from the time he was young. Do you know what? It's only recently I noticed that if you look at the picture of Harry and Meghan, they are actually holding the umbrella handle together. Are they holding the umbrella handle together, or does Meghan have her arm around Harry? Either way, it just looks very romantic, and he's making room for her and being a gentleman. And I do remember that one video where Harry was giving a speech, and a guy was coming with the umbrella, and he turned to Meghan and he said, "Oh no, my wife has the umbrella for me. She's got my back." And you know, it just they don't. Harry and Meghan don't need to fake it. It's true love there. But with the other two, I mean, Catherine is just always left out in the cold and left out in the rain. Trace Lane, Saudi Arabia is not the same country that gifted the earrings that Meghan wore that she was ripped apart for. Now the eco is looting deals for this country. Yeah. Yeah. He claims that he'll bring up human rights abuses and all of that in the trade, but I highly doubt it. Mary H, the Commonwealth Day wasn't a big deal because the Sussexes weren't there. It seemed boring. I don't know, because if it's not about Sussex, I don't watch. Yeah, I didn't watch it. I didn't watch it. I didn't even know when it was on. Yeah, and William is just incredibly selfish. I mean, even the picture with the children, for goodness sake. Why wouldn't you just give the child the umbrella? Just give the kid the umbrella. Benjamin, I think it's said that Meghan's father is doing a YouTube channel. He is a continual Judas. Is he not mentally well, or he must be under the influence of Samantha wanting to make money? Well, it's definitely about money. That's for sure. But please do not watch that channel. Do not watch it. Do not give him any hits or clicks. Okay. I think that was pretty much all I had for today's. I just wanted it to be a really quick roundup and quick chat. Not a whole lot happening at the moment. I can imagine that Harry and Meghan probably won't do anything too big before the Invictus. I think all of the attention is going to be on the Invictus Games. So very much looking forward to that. I'll just take a couple of last comments and then we'll call it a day. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming and these super stickers. Charlotte, she looks really bad. They don't care about her welfare. Well, they don't care about anyone in that family, really. They really don't care about anyone in that family. I don't know. Boris needs to deal with human rights in the UK first. Yeah, that's for sure. Cecile, they asked, "Where's Meghan?" Knowing when either she and or Harry do put on their public service faces. They come in problem-solving mode and collaboration, looking and collecting names. Yeah. Well, they're desperate. They're desperate for Harry and Meghan. Edna, I just watched the Commonwealth because to see the Sussexes, never knew what it was. Neither did I. Do you know that until Meghan came, I didn't know about the Commonwealth service. I didn't know about tripping of the colour. I literally had no idea that we do this whole tripping of the colour thing every single year. And my ass is 30 plus years old. I did not know until Meghan came along. Nadine, Harry and Meghan adore being in each other's company, while the other two detest being in each other's company. When will the body language expert comment on this? Exactly. I need for a squaddy to start a body language expert channel. How is there not a squaddy with a body language expert channel? I guess it's because we're just not that sad. Des Maps, Sophie Countess of Wessex has become a royal sensation with royalists after her recent attendance at the United Nations in New York. Really? Because I haven't really seen much coverage about Sophie's visit in New York. However, I will say this. Once again, the royal family is showing their hypocrisy because Meghan had to cut ties with the United Nations because it was seen as too political. So now Ford Fiesta is meeting with the UN. Oh, I wouldn't have even known that she was there unless I was on Twitter and saw it on Twitter. I don't really think anyone's paying attention to that. There are Samantha Twitter accounts, all 12 have been suspended. She had 12. Jeez. Okay, I'm gonna give someone the last word of the day. Then we will call it a day. Cookies and cream. The entire unroyal family looks so lifeless. They don't look happy whatsoever. It's like they just. Do they enjoy torturing themselves? Because this is not a life I would want to live. They're not even free. They live in dusty old castles. They've got all this wealth and money, but they can't really do anything with it. So, I mean, there's literally nothing about their lives I admire. What's the benefit? You get to wear designer Mary Poppins cosplay. Yeah, you get a house full of staff. I don't feel like I'd ever need a house full of staff. I'm happy to do things by myself. I guess you get to fly private, but you have to go wherever it is your duties tell you to go. It's not like they can just jet off and do anything they want whenever they want. So I guess they just have to convince themselves that their lives are so much better than the little people. But there's nothing about their lives that I admire at all. Wouldn't want it to be me. C-Mac, why was Sophie in New York dressed as Catwoman? When there was a whole service in the UK, I thought they weren't supposed to distract from each other. Exactly. I don't understand why, if they wanted Sophie to do something, they couldn't have had her do it earlier on in the year or later on in the year. They had it going on at the same time as the Commonwealth service. I don't even know what's going on in this institution. I don't even think they know what's going on in this institution. Nadine, I have a feeling Meghan will meet the Dutch Queen for the Invictus opening ceremony, and the King will attend the closing ceremony. Let's watch this space. I'm sure you'll probably see one or two of the Dutch royals there. Why not? It's a pretty big event. Cecile King, I'm in New York. Ford Fiesta here. Why? They're sending her on engagement. Got to get the Fabulous 7, the Fab 4, the Fab 6, whatever it was rolling, right? Okay, I'm going to give Rosa the last word of the day. Everyone have a good day. I'm not going to play out the music because I have to get going. I'm sorry. But thank you so much, everyone. Oh, thank you so much, Dawn Robinson Gales, for your super sticker at the end there. Thank you so much. Have a lovely day, everyone. And if anything happens, I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.